Welcome back to HaHaHaunted, where we tell ghost stories and do investigations of the paranormal. We're your host, JP.
And I'm Ryan. Take number 237.
We made it through.
Okay. So what are we talking about today?
Well, that's a good question. What are we talking about?
Well, seems you have more personal accounts of paranormal, and I have another haunted house to talk about.
Cool.
Right here in the lovely state of Missouri.
Ah, Missouri and Kansas.
Yeah, we're staying local, baby.
Yeah, personal story, researched.
Mm-hmm. Yes, researched.
Seems like we're sticking to that.
Yeah, for today.
I ran out of time. Next week I'll do researched.
That's fine. That's totally fine. We might even be having a investigation coming up soon.
Where at?
The cemetery.
That's right.
What's it? I don't know. What
it's called Round Mound.
Round Mound. I was going to say Round Hill. Round Mound Cemetery.
Same thing. Small little cemetery. It should be fun.
Don't know when it's going to happen, but
hopefully soon.
It's going to happen.
It's kind of cold.
It is kind of cold. That's okay. But yeah, we had some good comments on the first show.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. I don't know why that was so funny, but
no, I was going to ask you what your thoughts are on mediums.
I'm a skeptic.
I saw my Uncle Jeff commented something on Facebook about his shop and mentioned something about mediums. So I wanted to read his comment, but I also wanted to hear your thoughts on how you feel about them.
Pull his comment up.
Don't know where I put it.
Don't know why you slapped your bare leg for your phone.
You got to feel where it's at.
That's what she said.
This is his comment.
Uncle Jeff.
Uncle Jeff.
Owner of the infamous Haunted Jeff's.
The shop we were talking about last week. He said, well, speaking of the shop, I was wiring a disposal for a lady that moved to town. While I was under the sink wiring the disposal, she started asking me questions like she knew what was going on at the shop. She then told me she was a medium. She told me it was a little boy looking for attention. She even told me that he followed me home. She said she would have loved to come to check out the shop, but once she opened that door, other spirits could come through, and some might not be as nice. He said, hell no, apparently. I don't want you anywhere near my shop. I had a guy storing stuff upstairs, and once he moved everything out, it stopped. She said a little boy was probably connected to a toy that was up there, and she said that he may have just been looking for attention.
Yeah, I'm skeptic.
I don't know. We should go find that toy.
How would you know, though? That's the thing, is you don't know.
I don't know.
My problem with mediums is they can say very general things. Like all that stuff she said was super general.
It sure was. But she did say, she just started talking about it out of nowhere, apparently. Said something about a shop.
Okay.
And that it followed him home.
But isn't that what mediums do?
I guess, but how would she know?
Well, that's their shtick.
Yeah,
is they get you to believe they know paranormal stuff by saying super general stuff. And again, I don't know. She could be totally right. But they say super general stuff, and then they will say they know something's going on, and they give very general, like, oh, you're hearing probably some noises around the shop. And then you think, yeah, I am hearing noises around the shop. Holy shit. This medium knows what's going on. And then she can say it's a little boy, because how can you verify that? You can't verify that. Looking for attention. If it was a little boy, why would it be the sound of like boots, heavy boots? That doesn't sound like something a little boy.
Must have been a thick boy.
Maybe, but TJ's up there or something.
TJ. Yeah, that sounds like his feet.
Yeah. So that's where I'm skeptic. It's like, why, if it's loud boot steps, boot stomps. How would a little boy be doing that? Like, wouldn't it be something you would associate more with like a little kid doing?
That is true. Like literally the sound of the work boots, I imagined.
Let's go this way a little bit.
Oh.
Not that close.
Oh, are you sure? No, but with hearing the boots, I would imagine just a normal size, full grown man.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like walking around. So
you would think it's a full grown adult apparition.
That's what I would. I mean, that's what I've always thought. So it sounded like to me, but
to her credit, maybe there was something attached to something in the shop, not necessarily a little boy, but a spirit. Again, I'm agnostic when it comes to ghosts. Maybe it was an adult spirit stomping around, attached to something, and then everything got moved out, and it followed whatever object. Maybe that's right, but I don't know. I'm skeptic.
Oh, I think it kind of ruined our fun.
Someone's got to be a realist here.
No, I mean, I want to believe in mediums. I feel like I do. I don't think, I think a lot of them go through, like scam route.
Yeah.
Definitely for that for attention. But I want to believe that there's some people that have some sort of ability and can kind of like connect with the other side. But I also sometimes wonder if maybe it's medical. Do you think they just have a brain tumor that's benign?
Or they're schizophrenic?
Or schizophrenia. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Something.
I don't know.
Like low key.
High key.
Just
high key schizophrenic.
Just not, it's just something like benign. You just live with it.
Just
you never know what it was.
Mentally sought off person.
We used to go to med school. No. My MD just to study people that have
I'm not going to med school.
Let me take a picture of your brain. Just for mediums.
Just for medium. Oh, that's your practice. It's just mediums.
Yeah, and then I just quit.
Well, you would be in like the field of academia, where you would just be doing research studies on mediums and their brains.
The brains, anything
that would actually be kind of interesting to find
anything
out.
That would like show us like
what makes them believe the things they believe.
Yeah, or just an abnormality.
You're like, here it is. There's the mass right there.
Yeah, like their labs show something different.
Maybe. I don't know. All right. Well, you have another personal account today. Glad we got to talk about the mediums. Your personal account today is what?
Well, it is also about a haunted house, I guess. It's the first house I ever rented, and I've had a few things happen, so I'm going to talk about it. But
and this is again in Atchison?
It is also in Atchison, yes.
Okay.
Do you want me to go, or do you want to start
I want to hear. Yeah, I wouldn't have asked you about it if I didn't want to hear it.
Okay, I'll go first.
Right. Okay.
Sorry.
Are you okay?
No, okay, so a friend of mine and I rented a house. Actually, I think there were supposed to be 3 of us, but only 2 people stayed there the whole time. Actually, only I stayed there the whole time because the other guy was too scared to stay.
Oh.
So.
Tough guy.
Yeah. Well, no, I left a couple times, so I'll tell you.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right. Tough guy, though. Made me feel better about myself.
You're welcome.
But yeah, we rented this super old house. I looked it up. It was built in 1888. Super old.
It's an interesting timeline.
Yeah.
Which we'll learn about later.
But so it was a 2-story house. You walk in, just living room to the right, dining room, kitchen, and then there's stairs as soon as you walk in the front door, up to 3 bedrooms and a bathroom.
Is it like an old Victorian house?
Just literally an old, small 2-story. Feels like it's pretty.
Is it got is it all original like?
Yeah, there's. I mean,
original foundation.
Original foundation, like original staircase. Walls. It felt like the house was like.
It's over 100 years old.
When you walk in there, yeah, it just definitely felt like the house was tilted the whole time.
It's like 100. I can't do that math. 120 something years old.
Something.
130.
Yeah, we'll say that.
Okay.
And there's supposed to be 3 of us. The third guy was going to come about a month later, and I only spent $200 a month for rent.
That's a steal, but there's probably a reason why.
I think we also cleaned because the neighbor owned the house.
Oh.
We cleaned his gutters once, and I think that
she
paid
got
for
you a deal.
Month.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Who knows?
Okay.
We sure did.
So what?
It was pretty cheap.
What did you guys experience? Did you catch any evidence?
On camera or
audio?
Audio? No, I did not get to, because each time it happened just like while we were there and just genuinely happened. We weren't trying to catch it. One time was by myself. I get back from going to the bar, but I was pretty sober.
Sure.
Yeah, and I was it's midnight. I was eating my snack, and at the top of the stairs, it's like you walk 10 feet and it goes into the bathroom. And in the bathroom, it had like a large counter, the sink in it. And then on the counter, there was a caulking gun sitting there. And I know we left it up there because I also went upstairs first. And then, oh yeah, I need to put that away. Mm-hmm. But
where were you caulking?
Around.
Never mind.
Around the sink and everything. You know?
It's irrelevant.
Yeah. But I was downstairs eating, watching TV right there in the living room. And as I'm sitting there, the caulking gun just comes tumbling down the stairs.
Like end over end?
End over end, just pop, pop, pop.
Like slinky down the stairs?
Sure did. And when it just landed right on but it came down fast. Like it was chucked. And just pop, pop, pop. And I just packed my stuff up and was like, yeah, I'm here by myself. And I was throwing things. I'm going to go for tonight.
Yeah.
So I did. I left.
Whatever it was, doesn't like cough.
I guess not.
Sorry.
Sure didn't.
So.
Good things. I can't say that. Never mind.
No, don't say it. So you had a caulking gun get thrown down the stairs.
Sure did. And then there was me and 3 other friends. One time we were just downstairs getting ready to go and all just kind of hanging out, kind of like what you call it back then, like pregame time.
They still call it that. People
yeah,
still pregame?
I guess. You're right. I'm not that old. I pregame still because I'm cool.
Okay.
But yeah, we were pre-gaming to go out and I was just sitting downstairs, not like being crazy, like literally just talking, just having a conversation. And you know those really old, not old, I guess. They're just plastic 3 drawers that you can get from like Walmart.
Yeah.
I don't know, I guess whatever those are called. I had 2 of
drawers.
Those. Yes, yeah. These plastic drawers.
Just plastic drawers, yeah.
I had 2 of those things upstairs in our room. Used it. It's kind of like drawers, and like the top one.
The like top super flimsy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they just kind of like fall apart.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the top part was it had a bunch of junk in it, and on this wall, bed in the middle, nothing over there. And
did you say you share this room?
No.
You shared the.
What?
Did you say anything about sharing?
I didn't say anything about sharing.
Okay, I'm sorry. Disregard. Sorry.
Yeah, no. 3. We had supposed to have 3 roommates. We had 3 rooms.
Okay.
1 roommate never came.
So you had 1 empty room.
1 empty room, and then the other roommate, I'm pretty sure he said he swore he saw like somebody, or he got freaked out, so
he bailed, sent him out.
Yeah, he left all his stuff there, and then he never stayed. He just paid for rent, and that was it. Not very much we would see over there, but
that's interesting.
Yeah,
I feel like I would have at least gotten I would have at least stopped paying rent.
It was like $200, so I don't think it.
Still.
I mean, he stayed there a couple times.
Anyways, sorry, I keep interrupting. You guys are pre-gaming.
Yeah, pre-gaming, and then we just hear this loud, like, boom, upstairs. All of us are just like, what the hell was that? And so we go upstairs to look, and when I walk into my room, the top drawer and the top part that holds it all together was pulled out and then flipped and thrown over my bed on the other side of the room. With
your bed?
Over my bed.
Wait, what was flipped over your bed?
Like that plastic drawer.
I keep spacing out, sorry.
Sorry, no. Plastic drawer was like on this wall.
Yeah.
There was my bed.
Oh, that's why you
can walk around the bed.
That's why you were explaining the layout to me earlier.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so it was like pulled out, flipped over, and thrown over the bed on the other side with all the junk kind of scattered everywhere. So that was kind of terrifying. And then I didn't pick it up, and we just said, we're just going to leave. And we did. Left, and then a lot of times I had a lot of paintings fall off the wall, but I was assuming that was just because it was an old house. Paintings.
Oh, paintings.
Yeah, paintings just.
Paint would be scarier, but yeah.
Yeah.
Never saw any anomalies
No, I never saw anything. That was just the only thing that I couldn't explain that pulled out and thrown across. When there was 4 of us there for like an hour or 2, and all downstairs the whole time, and all together while it happened.
I did just remember an experience I might have had.
Ooh, do tell.
In college. I think I kind of repressed it.
What kind of experience?
It was when I lived with David Lammers.
I knew it.
Yeah.
that kind of experience.
Him and I shared a bathroom. Like he was in the master bedroom, and I was in like a smaller room off to the side, and so I just shared a bathroom with him because he was the only room that had its own full bath. There was four rooms upstairs. Two had the two on the other side had a Jack and Jill bathroom. You know what that is?
I'm a realtor. Yeah, I know what that is.
So they had a Jack and Jill, and then I was one that didn't have any bathroom connected to it. So him and I shared a bathroom in the master.
I got you.
And there was one night, I think, like same thing. We were getting ready to have like a party.
Pre-gaming. See, everybody.
We were pre-gaming, and we kept hearing like stomping.
Was it dorms or house?
No, this is a house.
Oh, okay.
I don't know when it was built. I don't know any of the history on it. It was a house like his dad bought, and then he rented it out to 4 of us. And he paid his dad rent. So we're hearing like this stomping. We're like, what the hell? Like, what is that? You know? And so David and I go upstairs up to the main level because we're in the basement. And then we heard stomping. So we go upstairs, nothing. And we go up. We're on the staircase, going up the stairs. So when you go up the staircase, it goes straight, and then it tees. And then to the right is my bedroom. And then down a little bit this way is another bedroom. And to the left is David's bedroom. And then farther down is another bedroom. And the other bathroom's that way too. Him and I are on the staircase, full view of his room. It's closed. The door is closed. And all of a sudden we see the door open like that, slowly. And then it stops. And then all of a sudden we hear like what sounds like somebody sprinting down the stairs.
And you're next to the stairs?
And we were on the stairs.
Oh.
And so we just ran.
How long did it take you until you started running? Like immediately or?
Yeah, as soon as we heard footsteps, like we just ran. We were like, nope, we're out.
Nobody was upstairs? Like
no.
Chilling in?
Nobody was upstairs because it was just, we were the only ones home. It was just the 4 of us at home. And it was like, we were all 4 in the basement.
Dang. How do you repress that?
I don't know. I did. Because the only other experience I've had was when I was a kid. I was probably like maybe middle school, junior high. I was in my parents' old house. Not even like, it wasn't even like, they built the house. Like my parents built it. So we were the first owners of this house. But we had like a little extra room in the basement. Like we called it like computer room or something. We had like another TV in there, a desktop computer, and a couch. Like just like I don't know what you call it, like a little rec room kind of thing. And I was down there watching TV, laying on a little couch. And I had a drum set. Like I had a nice drum set when I was a kid. I used to play the drums. And I remember hearing or seeing something move out of the corner of my eye. And I remember looking over, and I thought, like, I swear I saw like a little girl, like dressed in like an old white, like outfit, like a Raggedy Ann outfit, you know, like one of those.
Oh, gotcha.
And like it looked like she had gold hair. And I'm not kidding you, I backflipped off the couch and ran upstairs.
And then where was she standing?
Like right next to my drum set in the corner. So like the door's right here. The couch is right here. My drum set's right here in the corner. So I like backflipped off the couch and ran upstairs. But somebody told me when I told them that story, they were like, "Yeah, that's the little girl ghost of Johnson County." That's what someone told me. Like there was some
Johnson. I've never heard that.
Yeah.
Johnson County, huh?
Yeah.
Just haunts the whole county?
I don't know, but
goes house to house.
I guess. I don't know. That's just what someone said, and I was like, okay. Never saw her again though. Don't know if that's what I saw, if it was just like my eyes are playing tricks on me. Because it could have been like a draft, that would like
a Raggedy Ann doll draft.
Well, like a draft moving my like the symbol.
Oh,
because that's what I caught in the corner of my eye. And I looked over, and then I thought I saw that, like split second, and then I was out.
Sure didn't come back and it was your sister dressed like that.
She's not that small, dude. She's small. She's a small person, but she's not that small.
She just comes around. She's like, "What?
Yeah,
just tried the song for today."
Yeah. That's weird. Okay.
I think we talked about it last episode real quick when I was with Abel at home. It kind of scared me.
He scared you?
No, like it scared me.
The
thing that happened.
Oh,
No, it was just me and him there, and I was in the kitchen, and I'm saying all windows, all doors were shut to like outside. We were there for a little bit, and all the way down the hallway was Audrey's door, and it was open, and we're just sitting in the kitchen like by ourselves, and the door slams so hard. Like,
whose door? Audrey's door?
Audrey's door just slams. Like
why was she slamming doors?
She wasn't. Nobody was there. That's when I was, I don't know. And it also was like, what, built in the 90s, so it's not like, you know,
it's pretty old.
It was only like 20 years old then.
Oh.
Yeah, like 20, 22 years old.
That's enough for the foundation to shift and...
become a little ghostly.
Yeah. It's about time they get haunted, right? 20-year mark?
I guess. Maybe.
It's enough time for ghosts to seep up through the ground. Like, leave a window open and...
Yeah, like... You know, shimmy through the cracks a little bit. It's a shitty foundation.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, it slammed really hard, and that's when I called Jasha's dad, and he came down to look too, and I was like, I don't know if somebody's here or not, but...
Was that when you brought the gun over and you were like, whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to shoot anybody tonight.
Yeah, but I wasn't going to bring that up again.
Oh. Why?
Jasha's mom was like, did he really do that? And I was like, no. No, he did not.
What's wrong with that?
I don't know. I just don't want to get anybody in trouble.
I don't know, man. It's the truth.
I don't know how I feel about these mics. I just can picture Kyle saying something.
I don't care what Kyle has to say.
I know, Kyle, you suck.
I love you, Kyle.
I do love you too, but you suck.
All right. Well, the haunted house I want to talk about today is the haunted castle house of Brumley, Missouri.
Now, where is that?
It is about 3 hours from where we're at now. I want to say it's around the Ozarks.
Oh, okay.
Like Brumley's near the Ozarks. And matter of fact, I can probably just pull my phone up right here because I did look it up because I was curious too. Because what? Brumley, not Brumley, idiot. Here it is. Yeah, it's just east of the Ozarks.
Oh, okay.
Brumley is. Actually, this house has quite the history. They don't know who the original builder is of the house. They suspect that there's three: John Clark Martin, Clifford J. Thompson, or James Thompson. Unrelated.
Three like built together, or
no? Because the range that it could have been built was like the 1890s to early 1900s, like 1890 to like 1905 or something. Like that is the range they believe the house was built. But the property, like the land, is super. Like there's been numerous people that have owned the land. A lot of doctors.
I see. That's where the three people come in.
That they're kind of thinking like, okay, one of these three people were the original builders of this house. There were a lot of doctors there, so they treat a lot of patients like that. And that's such a weird thing. Like
I was like, I feel like that's a theme here.
Doctors
killing people.
But that might have just been like a normal thing though. Is like doctors would treat people in their home. Like that was their practice.
Yes, maybe that's where hospitals were, in basements and doctors' homes.
I guess.
Seems pretty normal now.
I guess, but
I'd go if it's free.
I would not. So the first owner, John Clark Martin, he was at the home between 1885 and 1893. He was a merchant, farmer, and innkeeper. By the way, this haunted house, the haunted castle house, has its own website. Very detailed, and they pride themselves on providing accurate information. And I've looked into all the claims and all the historicity of it. So it's actually pretty impressive. So
like they've documented every claim and tried to like investigate it.
They try to corroborate it, and they've tried to like look into like when people make claim like, oh, such and such did this while they were there. They looked into like the actual like historical accounts of the property.
Okay.
And so they actually have a whole history of the what would you call it? I guess like the property and the actual home itself. So
what you're saying is everything is true.
Well, to the best of their knowledge.
I believe them.
But they're not discounting any claims that people have made because they can't technically discount. You know, like you can't discount anecdote. That's the problem with anecdote. But you have to consider it.
They're like blue checked.
Yeah, yeah.
Verified.
Twitter verified.
So
These are Twitter verified.
very, very true.
Anyways, John Clark Martin, 1885 to 1893. Sorry. He was a merchant, farmer, and innkeeper. He is possibly the builder of the house. He owned the Martin Hotel, played the fiddle, and his wife, Franny, played the organ. They had 8 children, including Love and Dove, twins who were stillborn in 1895, and are buried within 1,000 feet of the property.
Love and Dove.
Love and Dove. Stillborn twins, buried within 1,000 feet of the property.
Stillborn. That's probably why they're so haunting.
The next one is the next owner,
I'm just
which
kidding.
was
Dove's a really cute name.
Clifford J. Thompson from 1893 to 1901. He was the postmaster in Miller County, another possible builder at Haunted Castle House. His first wife, Belle, they had 3 kids while living on the property, Norma, Neil, and Carol. His second wife, Emma, never lived on the property. So that's pretty vanilla. Just like, this guy lived here. We don't know if anything crazy happened or, any tragedy. And then James Thompson, 1901 to 1907, he was a merchant and co-owned a store with Dr. S.P. Hickman, another possible builder of the home. His wife was Victoria. They had 4 kids, Clifford, Sophia, Clyde, and Cora. Why did Sophia get the short end of the stick? They're all C names except for Sophia.
I know. I think it's that third child. Like our
That
family.
was the second child.
Oh.
Clifford, Sophia,
Oh, I see.
Clyde, and Cora. No, nothing crazy, no tragedies there. However, within the home and the property, I think there's been over 20 people and or families that have lived on the property, with a lot being doctors who practice out of the property or the home. And so they actually document that there's been a lot of death of patients within the walls, but also the death of at least 5 of its owners and several children. 3 physicians saw their patients on this land, 2 in the current home, and at least 1, Dr. Connor, prepared bodies here.
So like a mortuary.
Yeah. Patients infected by the following epidemics were treated here. Influenza of 1936, the scarlet fever of 1936, which Dr. Jones contracted himself, and polio in 1946. Also in July of 1971, there was a murder-suicide. Husband killed his wife, then himself, 500 yards from the property. There are 2 reported graveyards in the backyard behind the castle house. One a quote-unquote pioneer graveyard, and the other a mass grave, probably like mortuary.
Nobody came and picked them up.
Maybe. Or they were just like, hey, we'll prepare the bodies and bury them here. Like a 2-for-1 sale kind of thing.
A little discount, yeah. I need to.
A little discount. And it says that they are still trying to gather more information about this mass grave. There's also a Native American site, the Bone Cave, about 3 miles from the property. So we got a lot of shit here.
Yeah. So
some of the claims are in the home, hearing one of the I don't think it's the current owner, but the former used to hear little girls giggling. One claim was hearing the sound of little kids calling out their names.
calling out the owners' names?
Yeah, calling out the owners' names. But a lot of it seems to be like children, which just really horrifies me.
Ghost children
Horrify me. So there's actually a lot of the claims made are pretty consistent in the house. I don't know about apparitions. The website actually posts pictures of anomalies and stuff, and there's actually a Ring doorbell that has one. And I can pull it up and we can look at it.
Put it right in the end.
Well, I
Pop
can
it up
just
here.
Yeah. I can't do that, and I'll look it up right now. So here's some photo evidence right here, and I'll try. Whoa, I don't know if I can try and post these pictures on up on the screen here, and I'll go ahead and credit the Haunted Castle House for these photos. Okay, stop scrolling. So here's the original, no anomaly. Photo taken. It tells you the time it was taken and the exposure time. And then there's an anomaly right here.
Oh, I see that.
Right there. And they actually zoom in on it here. It'd be like, it's short, almost like a kid, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then here's the anomaly in-out bottom turret window, and then we'll zoom in here. There's like whatever's going on here. I don't know what this is supposed to be, but like if you go back here, you see the anomaly. There's nothing to compare it to, I don't think, actually. Just an anomaly. Mm-hmm. Upstairs turret window. I think it's this one. I don't know if it's like right here. Is the anomaly? No anomaly. Hold on. Right here.
Oh, I can see that one.
Yeah. Original. You can just see like the reflection of the tree. And here it looks like there's something like in the window. Almost looks like a little kid's face. So I think it's children haunting the property. So, oh yeah, there's ring
doorbell footage.
This is where it looks like something's floating away. And it's not that hard to find. And I can try to put this video in there too.
Cut to video.
Ring doorbell camera. This was 5.5 years ago. I mean, that's pretty easy to, like, that's pretty. And I don't know how you doctor a Ring doorbell camera. If you can.
I don't know. I'm sure you could, but.
Yeah, there it goes. And it looks like they had another one, but they took it down.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. I also went on the website, and you can do an overnight stay for $500.
500.
Or you can do a 4-hour stay for $55 a person.
That's not bad.
Yeah. Be kind of worth it to go for 4 hours.
Yeah.
But do you get to pick which 4 hours, like which time frame?
Sure hope so.
Yeah. They're like, you can come from
noon to 4.
No activity.
So they're like, damn, I wasted $55 on this.
To just walk through someone's house. I feel like you're doing real estate again.
Yeah, it's like, I never get paid to do that.
But yeah, the Haunted Castle House of Brumley, Missouri, east of the Ozarks. I've heard there's like some paranormal stuff that happens, at the Ozarks too. I mean, it's pretty old.
I'm always down to stay at the Ozarks.
Yeah. But we are going to do Round Mound, which I'm excited about.
I am too.
Like a graveyard sounds terrifying to do at nighttime. My only concern about graveyards is like, isn't that, well, I initially thought like there wouldn't be activity in a graveyard, and that sounds weird because that's where you put dead bodies. But like, I'm thinking you put someone in the ground and you're laying them to rest. It's like, wouldn't that kind of be enough for them to like move on? Because like they're settled, like they've been properly buried and their respects have been paid towards them.
True.
Don't lean back. You're gonna go blurry.
Sorry, I'm up.
That's my thought. But then again, like, what if it was somebody that was, like we talked about earlier, like someone that gets murdered? Like, I feel like those are the spirits that hang around because.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I always think they're like where they get murdered, they're like stuck because like it's, I can't think of the word right now. They have unfinished business and it happened right there. And I feel like those people, that's why their like houses are haunted, because I feel like they're stuck in that house or stuck where they're at. And that's why I can't really imagine it happening in graveyards, because I always think of it's where they died, not where you're put.
Right.
That's where things would happen. So.
Right. That's kind of in the same vein of what I'm thinking. But at the same time, what if it was somebody who was murdered or was in a bad accident or some injustice was done towards them, and like you're able to recover the body? Because I mean, a lot of times you're tethered to your body. I don't know. I honestly don't know.
A lot of times you're tethered to it.
Yeah, you're tethered to it, and like you bury them, but like again, what if it's still an unsettled spirit
And they just
and
don't
you're
wanna
buried and they're going to stick with their body
go. True.
at its last known location, which is in a graveyard. I don't know. Those are two schools of thought. I have no idea. I have no evidence of this.
Either way, it's still pretty scary.
It is still pretty scary. It's a graveyard at nighttime.
Yeah, it is.
So
Terrifying.
and I'm going to do POV. I'm going to call it the Rycam.
Right, Cam.
It's just going to be me with a flashlight. And you're just going to see the flashlight just shaking. The light's just going to be like trembling.
Like, bro, chill.
As I like take one step every 20 minutes.
Back here in my night vision. Come on.
Yeah, move, dude.
Yeah. That's pretty sad because it's a hike up there, man.
Is it really? Is that why it's called Round Mound?
Yeah. Well, I think
It's like
it's like definitely
a giant
a mound.
mound.
Yeah.
So the graveyard's on top of a hill.
Yeah, and it's not a huge graveyard. It's very small, very old.
But it's old.
It's very old, and it's terrifying. I can't think of like actual things that happened when we were there, but we used, high school used to go there for fun,
yeah.
visit it, and I remember it was kind of terrifying at times. So sounds like that place is haunted by some children, huh?
Sounds like some ghost children.
Ghost children only. Only children are ghosts.
The thing that freaks me out about that place is like there's did I say a native?
Yeah, that's nearby.
Yeah, bone cave. Really, it's a bone cave. That's what we've named it.
It's kind of like the catacombs.
Yeah, but for like natives.
Yeah,
the native catacombs.
Just nearby. Of course, it's haunted.
But that's a different kind of haunted. There's like white people haunted, and then there's Native American haunted. They got
difference
because they got like skinwalkers, dude.
That's true.
And that's something I want to cover: skinwalkers, because that scares the shit out of me. That's
Very
terrifying.
Interesting.
And
I guess it is terrifying.
Skinwalkers their only intention is to torment.
What if you enjoy the torment?
This isn't the kind of enjoyable torment that you
I think
practice at your home.
I think I would enjoy it. Paranormal torment.
Okay, well then I'll use you as bait then.
Easy.
We'll go to Appalachia and I will use you as bait.
That's why I probably would never get possessed because, like, man, he is too willing.
Yeah, this is eerily too easy.
Like, why does he like this?
Yeah.
Move on to the next one.
God, I feel like you're already possessed.
Probably.
Remember, if you have your own paranormal stories, we'd like to hear them. So send us an email at real.hahahaunted@gmail.com. We'll keep you posted on our first investigation when that will be.
And maybe be on our first bonus episode.
Maybe be on our first bonus episode because it sounds like you do have another one. Like somebody had a story.
I have somebody submitting it.
So we have our first one. That's exciting.
Our first one.
Our first episode did really well. We appreciate the support on that and all the subscribers. We were pretty overwhelmed by the 30 plus subscribers we got after our first episode.
30. I was nervous at 0.
Yeah. So hopefully we can keep those numbers rising and get some more views. So like this video, subscribe to the show, and soon we'll be on, we'll have an audio version coming out on all podcast platforms.
Soon. Anywhere you find your podcast.
If you don't want to watch our faces, I get it.
Yeah.
Even though I put a lot of work into post-production, that's whatever.
That's what he's paid for.
That's what I'm paid for. But yeah, like, subscribe, and send us an email with your paranormal stories. And we'll catch you in the next one.
Stay spooky, y'all.